Hello and thank you for joining in on a live news update. I am Jessica Ochai. The headlines. FG says fuel subsidy will end in 2023. PDP reacts as Tinubu mistakenly praised for the party during campaign in Plateau. CAN fixes date to meet Atiku, Tinubu and Obi in Abuja. Baltic countries blame Russia for missile strike in Poland, point to NATO common defense.
Alive TV.
And now the news in detail. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, has stated that the Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government will do away with petroleum subsidy by June 2023. The minister stated this on Tuesday in Abuja during a press conference to mark the end of the 28th National Economic Summit. While fuel subsidy gulped 2.565 trillion naira between January and August 2022, the federal government proposed to spend 3.3 trillion naira on fuel subsidy between January and June 2023 in the medium-term expenditure framework. Ahmed said the removal of fuel subsidy is part of the FG's medium-term plan in the budget, adding that the challenge now was how to go about removing the subsidy. According to the minister, the fuel subsidy, in addition to budget deficits, is putting enormous pressure on the fiscals. Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has declared that the prayer erroneously made for the party on Tuesday by the All Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu is prophetic. PDP, in a statement on Tuesday by its National Publicity Secretary Debo Ologunagba, said Tinubu's prayer is an admission of his inner conviction that the major opposition party is the best for Nigeria. Recall that Tinubu, after delivering his speech on Tuesday at the flag-off of his presidential campaign in Jos, prayed for Nigeria and mistakenly prayed for the opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP. However, Ologunagba in his reaction said Tinubu is invariably ruling himself and his party out of the 2023 race because they have failed and endorsed Atiku Abubakar. The leaders of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, are set to meet with the leading 2023 presidential candidate in Abuja on Wednesday. CAN President Daniel Oko made this known at the opening of the presidential dialogue in Abuja on Tuesday with the theme A Prosperous and Peaceful Nigeria Founded on Justice and Freedom for All. Oko said CAN leadership will meet with the presidential flag bearers of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, and Labour Party, Peter Obi. The CAN president said the essence of the dialogue is to ensure that all the presidential candidates understand the concerns of Nigerian Christians and propose policies and programs to address them. Oko said the Christian body had spent time to review the problems that hindered peace and progress in the country and articulated suggestions on how best to resolve them, adding that the country is facing a crisis of development and governance, stressing that the incoherent constitutional and institutional framework of the country are responsible for the crisis. On the foreign scene, Latvia, Lithuania and Estonia on Tuesday took aim at Russia for the missile strike in Poland that left 2 dead in the border town of Zawody, just a few kilometers from Ukraine, and said that NATO territory must be defended from external attacks. In a message on social networks, Latvian Defense Minister Artis Pabriks accused the criminal Russian regime of having fired missiles not only at civilians but also at NATO territory in Poland. Pabriks has conveyed to Poland Latvia's full support for this event, a position also adopted by 2 other Baltic countries, Estonia and Lithuania. Thus, the president of Lithuania, Gitanas Nausėda, has used the same channel to stress that every inch of NATO territory must be defended and has confirmed that he is in talks with Polish authorities. For its part, the Estonian Foreign Ministry has pointed out that the news from Poland is the most worrying, while confirming that it is in talks both with the Polish authorities and with those of other allied states. Polish media reported Tuesday the death of 2 people in Zawodow, Lublin province after the possible impact of 2 stray rockets. The incident comes a day when Russia has launched a new wave of attacks on the western territory of Ukraine. Kyiv, Lviv, and many other cities have been the scene of Russian offensives, mainly targeting energy infrastructures. Meanwhile, while having talks with leaders of Western allies amid concerns the Ukraine conflict could escalate into much bigger war involving transatlantic military alliance, NATO, and Russia, US President Joe Biden has said that the missile might not have been fired by Russia. Moving on to sports. Erik ten Hag opposes Cristiano Ronaldo playing for Manchester United once again, and club officials agree that the squad is better off without him. Manchester United has expedited its effort to find a replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo, with Kylian Mbappe of France emerging as a startling favourite. And that's all we have for you at this hour on a live news update. But before we go, a recap of the headlines. FG says fuel subsidy will end in 2023. PDP reacts as Tinubu mistakenly praised for the party during campaign in Plateau. Khan fixes date to meet Atiku, Tinubu and Obi in Abuja. Baltic countries blame Russia for missile strike in Poland, point to NATO common defense. Thank you for watching, and once again, I am Jessica Ochai. Do have a good day.
Live TV.